Hello friends, it's been a minute. Am I ready to get this channel up and running again? Let's talk about it. Why do I feel like all I do on this channel is take breaks, come back and apologize, and then take another break? Oh well, here we are again. First thing is first. Yes, I have been away for more than 3 months. I have missed creating for this channel a lot, but that being said, it was necessary to stop. As anyone who has been a subscriber for a while knows, I'm a huge workaholic, and I tend to say yes to every project that interests me. That is sometimes a good thing, and sometimes a very bad thing. Burnout has been a reality for me recently, but I'm learning a lot of good coping mechanisms and am being a lot more careful with my time and my energy. Funnily enough, with the concern of burnout in mind, that was why I originally took a break from this channel, yet it happened anyway. The reason I took a break was because I was focusing on the Stygian Society pay in my small press. And hopefully you've been following that, because if you have, then I haven't been completely MIA, I've just been MIA here. We've been working really hard to get this collection out, support the authors involved, and start a channel for that project. And it has been going really well. So well, in fact, that I've got the mental space now to explore coming back to my own little personal corner of YouTube. So yeah, during my absence, my baby, the Stygian Society, has been hard at work. We've launched our very first publication, an anthology featuring a whopping 26 pieces from 24 talented authors, all of whom have their own book or author channels right here on YouTube. It's been amazing to see this project come to fruition, and I feel like it's a true celebration of creativity, collaboration, and community, which is exactly what I wanted it to be, and honestly, so much more. If you haven't got your copy yet, I will link to a few different spots in the description below. The most affordable option, which also supports us the most, is going to be the ebook on our website, stygiansociety.com. And isn't she beautiful? I love her. I am also going to link the Stygian channel right up here. I always get the sides wrong, but I think I might be right with this one. And of course, it will also be in the description down below where all of those good things live. If you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, please do. We're putting out a lot of really great creative content. It's super inspiring if you're also a writer, and our main focus right now is interviews with everyone who's featured in the collection. One of my other favorite videos on that channel, though, is called The Stygian Collection, Birth of an Anthology. It's a behind-the-scenes look at the whole process leading up to the anthology's publication. Maybe not as in-depth as I would have wanted it to be just with our steps, but it turned out to be really hard to record that. So it's just this cool little look at the authors as they were getting accepted, you know, when we put the call out, stuff like that, all of their feelings on it leading up to our Kickstarter and also our cover reveal. And I edited the whole thing. It took a while, but I'm really proud of it. It's a fun watch, if I do say so myself. And on there, we also have footage from our Montreal launch party. That was one of those things where I really wish that we could have done one for every city involved, but the Stygian Collection is a very international publication, and it just was impossible. We would have had to be like Penguin or something to do that, and right now we're itty bitty for now. But yeah, check out everything Stygian. About my Synterra series, that is not forgotten. I started delving into the history and process of writing my fantasy epic, but life has just been a whirlwind lately, and balancing all these projects has been a challenge, but I am dedicated to continuing that series and sharing my whole journey with you. And the next video, I think, might go into editing a little bit, and that's one of the reasons it's been on hold, because I haven't been able to do a lot of editing, just, you know, everything. But I do have my physical copy of it now, and I've started a little bit, so it might be something like that, and that might even wind up being my NaNoWriMo project. We'll see. As I step back into the world of content creation, I'm really learning how to juggle everything in a healthy way. My channel, the Stygian Society projects, Haunted Montreal's socials, and YouTube, my day job, writing, and more. It's definitely a lot, but I'm determined to find that balance that allows me to do all the things I want to do without destroying myself. And hey, with Preptober and NaNoWriMo right around the corner, this really is the perfect time to shift my focus a little. Especially being a municipal liaison for NaNoWriMo in Montreal, I'm excited to inspire fellow writers and help them conquer their writing goals in October and November. Also, of course, that is how I got my start on YouTube and just in the writing community as a whole, so I will never miss a NaNoWriMo. With that being said, there is one last big announcement for you. Along with NaNoWriMo content and my slow-going Centera series, there is going to be a massive shift in content on this channel and my socials because I have decided to pursue a lifelong dream and spend the next year traveling. I'm going to be putting my stuff in storage so that I don't have to pay rent, and we'll be taking off across Canada, the US, Europe, who knows where else. As someone who is intensely organized, I do want to drop that a little bit and be more fluid with this and just kind of see where it takes me, meaning I'm planning like a month or two at a time right now, because obviously you still do need to do some planning with this, but I'm not, plotting out my entire year. I'm really someone who takes inspiration from new locations and new experiences, and this has been sorely lacking in my life as a whole. Moving to Montreal was certainly a big help that, tided me over for a little while, but I just have this, not wanderlust, but Fernweh, the German term describing a pain and longing for faraway places. Growing up, our household was very much overshadowed by debt, and due to forces out of my control, this followed me through my 20s and the beginning of my 30s as well. It's been complicated and frustrating, and I feel like I missed out on a lot of things when I was younger that other people did. Not everyone. I mean, it's a privilege to be able to travel at any point. But I did have I knew a lot of people, like my peers in the school group that I was in, who, did that classic thing of taking off in their 20s, and I just I buckled down and started working and got into school instead. On the positive side of things, that whole background has instilled in me a really strong work ethic, but I also threaded this lack of fun into my very persona, and I was always the person who was like, someone would say, oh, I went on a holiday. I'd be like, haha, what's a holiday? And I felt proud of doing that and stuff because it was kind of a coping mechanism for the lifestyle that I was living. Not to say that it's a bad thing. Like, I do genuinely love work. I love work. I love hiding out in my apartment and being an introvert and stuff. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that this traveling dream has been something I've thought about on and off literally every day, my entire life, as long as I can remember. I always thought it was something that I would do in the future. It was this far off little thing, like my green light, that I was going to get into when I was completely comfortable and established and solid. But the nature of my work in the arts has meant that that's a little bit uncertain. And it hit me, like, some things have changed in this last year where, first of all, I don't want to wait until I'm like 60 to go traveling. I also don't know if a lot of the places I want to go to are going to be a thing at that point. Dark, I know, but the world, huh? Therefore, when I got this job that I'm in now that's full-time, it's working remote, and not only do they allow travel while working, they encourage it, so I don't have to take time off of work to go different places. I got out of debt, and so I can travel while working, and as long as I do this thing of, not paying rent, there's some money that can go towards my dream. And I really think that this is the time, it's the situation, because I have plans for how I want to settle in the future, and this needs to be out of my system first. And I have to add that I'm so thankful to my partner, who was instantly understanding of this urge and encouraged me and just has been collaborating and, knows that my writing needs this, and he's been working with me to ensure that I can follow this dream. So that has been something I appreciate so much. I can't wait to see new places, try new things, and share all of that with you. I want to visit Stygian authors, haunted locations, the homes of famous authors, and lots more stuff. Most importantly, I can't wait to see how my writing benefits from this decision. I'm a little bit scared. It's something big and new, but honestly, I can't wait for what comes next. So let's consider this video both a check-in and a triumphant return. I know I've been doing a few of these in the past year or two, but you all have been understanding and supportive, so thank you for being here. Oh, and one last little quick thing. I am shutting down my personal Discord server for writing exercises, but fear not, we are doing this to consolidate everything over to the Stygian Society Discord. It will be a hub for creatives, readers, and enthusiasts of all things Stygian. You'll find the link, of course, in the description down below, so please do join. I'll be shilling this a lot in the coming weeks, just so that anyone who's looking for a writing community and isn't quite sure where to find one, that they can join this one. We had over 90 people in my personal servers. I'm hoping they'll all migrate over, and we've never had a single problem with anyone being a jerk or anything like that, so it's a really welcoming and safe space to be creative, and that's where I'm going to be running all of my Preptober and NaNoWriMo sprints. And there you have it, my big update on where I've been, what's been happening, and what is yet to come. I do have one other really cool announcement, but I'm going to save that for when the trailer is ready. You're going to love it, though. Thank you again for sticking around through thick and thin. I am beyond excited to dive back into creating content and writing alongside all of you. Until next time, stay inspired, keep creating, and I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.